What's up YouTube? This is FJ again. A lot of people have been asking me what kind of jacket I wear, what kind of pants I wear, boots. So I decided to make this video to help beginners out with what to look for when buying snowboard gear. So what I want to do is start from the bottom and then we'll make our way up to the top. The first thing is boots. Personally, I think boots are the most important thing for you to purchase. A lot of people like to buy them online when it's a good deal, but I highly recommend that when you are purchasing boots, you do go into the store and try them on first. Sizing is very different across many brands. Make sure you put them on with the right socks, tie it all up, strap it all up completely, so you know exactly how it feels. In my hand right now, these are Nike Zoom Force 1s. These are my stiffest boot. I use this more for when I know I'm not going to spend too much time in the park. It's definitely better response. It's a stiffer boot, so I use it more for free riding if I'm just going to go down blacks or blues and I want speed and control. What you want to look for in a good boot is not only comfort. Do some research online. You could look at thegoodride.com and you can read up on the other aspects of a boot, like stiffness, flexibility, ankle articulation, how much this boot can move in this area in your ankle, comfort, traction, cushioning, and shock absorption. So there's a lot of stuff that comes into choosing a boot. What I like about the Nike Zoom Force 1, very good traction on the bottom of these soles. I never feel that I'm slipping around even on ice. Well, I mean, ice will make you feel slippery no matter what, but it feels very solid when climbing. I don't really ever feel like I'm going to slip when I'm walking in these boots. This is probably one of the most comfortable boots I've ever tried. I've tried a lot of boots over the past few years, and this is by far the most comfortable boot I've purchased. The inside liner is extremely comfortable. Really good heel hold. That's one thing you should look for too, is how well your heel stays down when you lift up. Make sure your foot stays snug into the liner. My preference actually is the lace. When you go with the boa or when you do the speed lace, you tend to pay more for that technology. A lot of people like to pay more for a bit more convenience, but what I like about the laces is it does give you full adjustment along the entire boot. So you can really decide how tight you want it on the lower part or on the upper, and you pay a little bit less because it's a lace system. The strap here is kind of unnecessary. It's really just because Air Force 1s have straps. It kind of gets in the way. It's kind of annoying. It doesn't really do much, but it looks nice. One thing to note when you are wearing a boot is where you put the pant over the boot. A lot of people tend to try and tuck in the inner lining of the snowboard pant into the liner. You don't do that. You actually only put your foot with your sock in the liner, and then that overlap of the pant actually goes over the upper boot. So that's what you see that little hook for on the pants. I'll show you that later. The hook is what straps onto your lace and keeps the inner layer of the pant from rising, and that keeps the water out. So make sure you don't tuck inside the liner because that little hook's gonna bother you. It'll probably be really annoying for you. So you want this upper part to be as tight as you can. My preferred park boot is the DC Park. What I like about this is very flexible. It's not a very stiff boot at all. Response is still very good. I do notice that the outsole of the boot is not as grippy as the Zoom Force 1. It tends to slide a bit more when you're walking around or when you're climbing, but overall the comfort of this boot is amazing. Not as comfortable as the Nikes, but these are also one of my favorite boots. Same thing goes here. I didn't go for the speed lace or the boa. I decided to go for normal laces just for maximum customization and comfort. Again, I've tried many boots over time. These are the two boots that I'll probably continue purchasing. I'll stick with DC and I'll stick with Nike in terms of boots.